Hey y'all, Daniel Gaines here. So I just posted the hearing, and as I said, of course the criminality was allowed to take place and continue. There are a few things I need to point out though, just because it needs to be pointed out because, well, it's not obvious for some, it is obvious for others, but it still needs to be stated. So see, the judge, she started things off by literally stating, it sounds like you're disputing the parenting plan. But yet, in my filing, I never even used the words parenting plan. Not once. Not ever in my filing. In my filing, I said that everything was void. The dependency and all that was void. That's what I said in my filing. So how she got parenting plan, that's a reach. And this was done by the judge. Then the dumb bitch goes on to admit she didn't actually read the fucking documents or look at any of my evidence I submitted. She admits to it basically. Not literally, but I haven't seen those documents. They were filed with the case, though I haven't seen them. So that you didn't look at the evidence then. And then Miles Russell, that fucking clown-ass criminal, he states, Mr. Gaines is contesting the parenting plan from way back all those years ago. Again, this guy sitting here saying it's about the parenting plan, knowing damn well that's a lie. Ain't nobody said the parenting plan. I'm contesting that everything is void. That's my issue. But yet they keep wanting to bring up parenting plan. Where the hell did y'all get that? Because I didn't say it. I didn't bring that up. I'm not questioning or challenging that. I'm not fighting that. I question it, not challenging it. I made no mention of it or anything else. So it's funny that they made that jump. However, you'll also notice where I sit there and accuse. Well, I don't accuse because it's all proven. Most of it's already on my YouTube. So, I mean, it's proven, it's fact. But I laid out how the attorneys are all engaging in criminal conduct and everything else. And not a single person tried to even dispute it. I pointed out how none of them are contesting the validity of the orders being void. Nobody disputes it. Nobody disputes that the orders are all from 2004, all void, which means everything else is void. They're trying to make it about something that it's not because they fully understand what it means to remove this from the juvenile court, set it over to the superior court in a proper trial court with a proper trial judge. They know that to do that means that they're all screwed. What they don't understand is that this mandamus is going to be filed this week or next week before my next court hearing on the 28th. They're screwed either way. Because the mandamus is going to address the fact of all the criminal conduct that's been allowed and how the courts refuse to view the evidence and ascertain that these orders that they are using are in fact void. Their refusal to view that is further deprivation of rights. They refuse to put it in an appropriate venue. They refuse to allow it to be properly heard. So I'm asking the Supreme Court to compel the Superior Court to open up a proper venue for me to bring this matter, since they are enforcing void orders. Again, these clowns cannot dispute this, and they all know it. So we're gonna find out. The mandamus will be filed soon, and then it's just a matter of letting the state Supreme Court look at it, and then we'll see. And then it's still going into the federal courts too. See, I'm trying to give them the opportunity. I'm trying to exhaust every opportunity and every avenue I have in the state. That way, whenever I make my filing in the federal courts, they can't punt it back to the state, telling the state to hear it. Because I'll be able to show that I've exhausted all avenues and the state refuses to address the criminality of their own actions. So the Fed courts can't punt it back. So I'm exhausting all avenues, but also giving them every opportunity to do this sua sponte. Means on their own. And they keep intentionally and maliciously ignoring facts. They refuse to properly address this in accordance with the law. They maliciously and intentionally construe facts and derive facts that aren't even mentioned in my filings to escape the criminality and conduct. And that was a judge. Stupid ass is what it was, but I digress. But yeah, all kinds of shit. It's really become comical. I mean, almost. Not really, because it's not fucking funny at all. But I'm almost to the point where all I can do is laugh at these dumbasses. Because, I mean, seriously, y'all are going to go to these links and risk this much? Well, I mean, it kind of makes sense, because it's to cover and save their own asses and their own entire fucking system up there. Because if this goes sideways for them, it's going to cause massive problems for the entire fucking system in the state of Washington. And that's really what they're trying to protect. What they don't understand is they've already lost, and it would have been best for them to have actually dealt with this properly from the start, because then it would have mitigated so much. It would have kept so much out of it, and it wouldn't have made it as big of a story as it's ultimately going to be when this lawsuit goes through and everything else. Because you can fact check anything I say. You can go look at the legal sightings, you can go check the laws, you can check the case precedent, you can check it all. One thing you'll find, I can't be told I'm wrong, I can't be proven wrong. That's one thing you'll learn. I actually do put in the time, effort, and energy. Spend a lot of time when most normal people are sleeping, sitting in my fucking garage reading. And if you think I'm joking, I'm not. Sit right behind this door. I have a little chair in here. I don't smoke in the house because of the kids. So I sit out there, smoke. That way I don't bother the kids. And I read. I will get on my phone. I will start doing research. I'll take my laptop out there, do some research. And I will sit there for hours and hours and hours, and I will read. And the best part is, I'm very fortunate and blessed. So I don't have to read things repeatedly to know them, understand them, apply them, and things of that nature. So it really does help. It cuts down on the amount of reading I have to do, but due to the extent I learn, I really negate the benefits that I get from my ability to retain knowledge, because I just read. I mean, I still get the benefits of being able to retain it so easily, yes, but I eliminate the time saving because I fill that with even more reading. So it's humid as hell out today. Cloudy and looks like it's about to rain. Pushing 80 degrees. Nice day. It really is. It's just humid. So it's got me sweating. Sorry, y'all. But no, see, I actually do spend the time reading. So again, one thing that these people can't tell me is that I'm wrong about the things I cite. Now, they tell me I'm wrong about my arguments, or I'm wrong in the court that I'm trying to bring it up in. But if you actually look into things, you learn I'm actually not wrong. I'm still right. They're just ignoring the law and refusing to comply with the law. If you watch the video from the hearing today where I lay a bunch of stuff out, you'll see clearly why they don't want this to be properly looked at, because if their criminality gets called into question and proven, I mean, criminal conduct is criminal conduct. Doesn't matter if it's an attorney or not. Criminal conduct is criminal conduct. There's a lot of attorneys, a GAL, a social worker, and several others at DCYF in the state of Washington who would have some very difficult and very awkward questions to have to answer. However, they're going to have to answer those questions anyway. It's just, to what extreme are y'all going to force it to go? And, well, they've shown that. And it's not going to end well for them. Because at the very least, sanctions and lawsuits are coming. And then, whenever the sanctions are issued and the accusations are found by the courts, when they're founded by the courts, and I'm awarded whatever, apology, damages, whatever the courts deem to award me, just the finding of guilt, that's going to be sent to DOH at the state level. It's also going to be sent to the federal level, and I'm going to push for the investigation. And well, they already will have a finding of guilt, so then it's just going to become a matter of, because the investigation's concluded at that point, yeah, they're guilty of committing crimes, but then it becomes an investigation of to what extent and what's the appropriate punishment, I guess, for lack of a better word, for the offense or offenses. And if they so willingly did this to me and fought so hard to keep doing this to me, when I know as much as I know and can cite as much as I can cite and have shown and proven as much as I have, imagine what they're doing to those people who haven't been forced to learn for almost 20 years. Imagine what they're doing to those people who have attorneys like these criminals that I deal with who intentionally fuck their clients over just so that way the state can benefit. How many? Really makes you wonder, don't it? Well, trust me, in the end, we're going to find this exact thing, these exact questions out. Because I'm going to push for the investigations. I will have the proof that my claims of criminal conduct are factual. I already have the proof, actually. But I'll have a document from a court saying that it was found that they are, in fact, engaging in criminal conduct, conspiracy against rights, deprivation of rights, fraud upon the courts, perjury, malicious prosecution, and a slew of other fucking things. That's just a few brief ones. But I mean, yeah. It's going to get interesting. It's the beginning of the end for them. See, the problem for them, that is, they know. They know that everything I've been claiming from the start is factual. That was thoroughly proven by Farmer for the first time admitting, or actually looking at my documents, or at least admitting to such. She's never done that at all until that day. It's also evident by the fact that this judge straight up put words into my fucking filing and mouth that never were there, talking about this was about the parenting plan. Whenever parenting plan was never fucking used. It's further evidenced by the fact that the bitch straight sat there and said, I didn't see your documents. I don't have them. So that she's intentionally not looking at evidence in a case that's before her. The department starts spouting the same fucking claims or the same shit, twisting my words in the exact same way. Come on now, wouldn't a reasonable person think they're working together? Especially whenever the case was never properly called, you'll notice on the video. Never properly called. Miles got to speak before the case was called and lay out a bunch of shit before the case was ever called. It's all on video. It's all posted. Y'all can see it for yourself. I ain't making this shit up. I ain't exaggerating. And I damn sure ain't lying. It's all there. These people are stupid. They really don't understand the game that I'm playing. Because see, they're playing a game to protect themselves. I'm playing a game to get my life back. So essentially, I'm fighting for my life while these people are just playing. How do you think that's going to turn out every time? Who's going to fight harder? Who's going to fight till the end? Who's going to carry things all the way through? Logic that these stupid fucks clearly lack. That have been better off complying with the law. But now I got another fucking malicious judge, guilty of criminal conduct, to add to everything. And her name will be added. And I will point to my video yesterday where I even stated I already knew how this was going to go. Not for anything factual, because you'll notice in the video that again, she couldn't cite any legal reasons. So one thing that's missing in every fucking one of these things is a single legal reason. No legal reasons have been given for anything. I'm not making it up. Go look through every fucking video I've posted that has a court hearing on it. Anything about a court hearing. Look at them. You'll see them doing all kinds of shit, but you'll never hear them be able to cite a single legal reason for doing any of it. You will hear me cite legal reasons that says they can't do any of it, but they won't be able to cite a single thing that says they can, and yet they do. They're supposed to actually cite legal reason. Oh yes. Yes, a decision maker is supposed to actually cite a legal reason. They're unable, not that they just don't, they're incapable of, of citing any legal reason, because they all know that nothing they're doing is legal, and there is no legal basis for them to do any of this. That's why they can't. Not that they won't, they can't. What's worse, this judge from early on tried to violate my rights, telling me if I don't watch my language, she's going to remove me. Pose the same question to her I have everybody else. Can you cite one law or one piece of case law that says my First Amendment rights end simply because I'm in court? She was unable to, which I already knew, but I didn't give her time to respond because I know the answer. So as you'll see if you watch the video, I instantly followed it up with, what came out to, you're a judge, you're supposed to protect my rights. Whether you like it or not, whether you agree with it or not, you have that legal obligation. Essentially, anyway. Not word for word, but I did tell her she's the one with the obligation to protect my rights, so please do so instead of trying to violate them. I don't play games with these people. I call them out. They don't intimidate or scare me at all. But I've got them scared. Oh yes. Make no mistake. I've got them scared. See, y'all may not have seen it, but I have. When I filed those documents before the dismissal of the dependency, they all shit because they knew what those documents meant. They knew that everything I had said was true at that point. It was all void. It was all invalid. And it's all just been deprivation of rights. They're very much aware of this. And that's the problem. They know that they're fucked. So they want to try and run and hide from it. Okay. We'll see what the state Supreme Court thinks of this. And then we'll get it into a proper court. And then hopefully that court's competent. But either way, from there, it goes to the federal courts. Here in the Midwest, since the injured party, me, lives here in the Midwest. So y'all are going to be coming to the Missouri courts. Federal courts, that is. And since I've exhausted all avenues by that time, you won't be able to try and get it moved out there. I'll already have had that dealt with. So, let's play these games. Y'all wanted to play. Let's do this. Y'all have already lost. Tried to tell you. Y'all decided to be criminals. Tried to tell you again. Well, fuck you now. That's how it is. Y'all are fucked. Your days are numbered. And I'm going to be the one that causes it all. And it's not because I'm out to get anybody individually. I don't want other people to feel the way I've been forced to feel. I don't want other people to have to go through the bullshit conduct I've had to go through, the criminality that I've had to endure and deal with over fucking almost 2 decades. I don't want anybody else to feel this. I don't want anybody else to be subjected to it. I don't want anybody else to have to deal with judges or decision makers who will so blatantly and easily violate one's rights. So, I have to push as far as I can with everything. I have to push for damages and sanctions. I have to push for investigations. I have to push for people being removed from their jobs without the ability to ever work in that line of work again. I have to push for people to be held criminally liable. I have to do all this in order to ensure that they can't do this to the next person. Because just suing them is not going to be enough. They'll make their money back over the next year by screwing over everybody who comes after me. Because what they'll try and do is keep my case confidential to where it can't be used in court, applied in court, in the state, or anything else against them. So they're going to keep it confidential and everything else. Or at least they're going to attempt it. I won't allow that. I won't agree to that. And I won't follow any orders that say I have to. And I'll let that be known from the fucking start. Any order that says I have to keep this confidential will not be complied with. Period. I don't care if they have to try and arrest me. I don't care if it becomes another legal fucking matter. I don't care. I have the right to release my matter if I wish. They don't get to say if I do or not have that ability. And I won't comply with any order that says I have to. As y'all can see, I don't comply with them telling me not to record. Granted, it's not the courts and the judges telling me not to. It's the attorneys, DCYF. They keep telling me not to. The courts can't tell me not to. That's why they won't. But I don't comply with that. You've heard, if you've watched the videos, listened to the audio recordings, you've heard multiple judges tell me stop cussing in their courtroom. And even a commissioner a couple times initially. Early on, she tried. You'll hear me straight tell them, side of law. And then when they can't, I continue to cuss. I mean, hell, as you see, I don't comply with them anyway. They can all kiss my ass. Straight up. Fuck them. I don't have to comply with criminals. That's the beauty of it. And if they don't like it, take me to court. See, you'll notice, if you look into things, not one of these motherfuckers, not one, has filed anything against me. I've called them all names on videos, called them criminals in my videos, call them clowns in my videos, call them corrupt in my videos. I do it during court hearings and everything else. Why ain't they pushing, why ain't they filing slander documents, libel lawsuits, and everything else? Why aren't they doing anything? Why aren't they coming after me for it? These are attorneys that I'm saying this shit about. These are judges I'm saying this shit about. I'm not just saying it about some random person. I'm saying it to people and about people who have the means to take this to court very easily because they can do it themselves because they already know the laws. They're attorneys. Or they're going to have an attorney fucking buddy who deals with that kind of shit. And they're not going to pay much anyway for attorney fees and that. Because they're all intermingled. Why won't none of them do shit about it? The bitch Liz Bedford. The fucking lying punk ass bitch Miles Russell. The lying bitch Jarrell Sanders. The lying fuck Shelby Zamberlin. The lying fuck Stephen Downing. That fucking punk ass bitch Judge Gerald Johnson. That punk motherfucker Judge Edmund Murphy. That fucking cunt Terry Farmer. And then that bitch today, Alicia Benton, whatever the fuck her name is. I challenge all you motherfuckers to take me to court for this shit. Libel, slander, whatever you want, take me to court for it, please. When they don't, and they all watch my videos, they've admitted to such in court. When they don't, y'all can keep an eye on it. It's public record. All you gotta do is look up my name, Daniel Gaines. Born in 1981. 2/4/81 to be exact. I don't use my birthday for any passwords or anything else, so don't try it. I don't use it for any stupid ass questions or anything like that. I don't use it for any information because, well, that's just too easy. That's public fucking information. So, I don't mind saying it, but y'all can look into it. Y'all can watch the court's website. It's Pierce County, Washington. That's where all of them are at. That's where they bring in emotions at. But watch. Not one of these fucks will do anything. Not one of these fucks will try and file. Not one of these fucks will try and do anything to stop me. Because they know they're fucked if they try. Because they know I'm not wrong and I can prove what I'm saying. They know this. That's the best part. They know this is fucking true. So I challenge you motherfuckers to do something about it. Come get me. But don't worry, y'all. They're going to have their opportunity. I assure you they're going to have their opportunity. Because even when they don't file against me because they know they're fucked if they do, I'm still filing against them. I've got so many pages to file with the federal courts. It's to the point to where I'm going to have to ask the courts to allow me extra room just to lay everything out in my filing. Because this is going to exceed everything. There's so much fucking conduct. And the majority of it is over the last 14, 15 months, whatever it's been. It was bad enough before that. Now it's a whole lot worse. And I've been warning them. Been telling them. Been fucking practically begging these fucks to follow the law. See, y'all haven't seen the emails and shit like that yet. And that's... I'm not telling everything on videos yet because I'm not giving them my entire case. They'll see everything when it comes to my filing. But it's one of them things that it'll all be made public. All the emails and everything else will be public. Appropriate timing on things. But y'all see the videos. Y'all see the documents I have shown you. Y'all can pull up the court cases, because I made sure to show the court numbers in the counties that they were filed in and everything else. So, I mean, y'all can verify shit. Y'all can fact check me and everything else. I ain't tripping on it. One thing you won't be able to do is come back and tell me I'm wrong. Yeah, that might seem a bit arrogant and cocky. It's really not, though. It's real confidence is really what it is. It's extreme confidence. Because, again, if you watch the video from the hearing today, you sit there and watch this judge intentionally fucking twist shit into something it never was. Watch after next week whenever I post the filing for the revision in a video. Here soon I'll post what I filed. And you'll see for yourself. Not anywhere in there, nowhere, does it mention a fucking thing about a parenting plan. But yet that's what this bitch twisted it to. Coincidence? Nah. It ain't no coincidence. That was done on purpose and with malicious intent at that. Because they know what it means to actually address this properly. But that's all I got for time. So I'm going to go ahead and hop off here. Y'all have a great day. I'll keep y'all posted here real fucking soon about what's next, because there is another court hearing next week. So I have another one for y'all then. Until then, love y'all. Have a wonderful day. Peace.